taught to believe that everything is solid. The world is, rock. The trees are, real and solid, and that's the way it is, and you can't really question that reality. Well, and the truth is, it's an illusion. The whole thing is just like a hologram, and this is the idea that the universe is like, this is what I think. The universe is like a big brain, brain is not the correct word, it's a mind, a consciousness is what it is. And everything is like a hologram, and consciousness is like a fractal hologram. And so it goes like from the universe is like a giant mind fractal, and then it goes down to like each galaxy would be like another fractal, like the same as the whole universe would be contained inside of each galaxy. And then from there into like each solar system, because it goes down, all these fractals are like a copy of the whole universe is contained in each one. Well, it comes all the way down to the earth, and then to the human mind. The human consciousness is a fractal of the whole universe, is the idea. And it's really quite an amazing idea. It's like, what a fractal is like what you find in the smallest bit is contained in the whole thing. Well, what it is like, so what we conceive as matter and stuff is really just like a code of information or energy frequency that our minds decode. Our mind is like a fractal of the mind of the universe. It's really deep, this rabbit hole, I know. And the reality only exists to consciousness. What it really is energy and information, and the information is the frequency. And so what we are is like a computer that decodes what David Icke calls the super hologram. And it's like that's what I think is going on, is that what reality really is only there. There's a lot of evidence that proves this, that matter may only exist when something is observing it. Like that's pretty deep thought there. That you don't see. It's like the universe. What it really is like infinite possibility field, and matter only reveals itself to consciousness when it's being observed. And there's also experiments that show when you observe matter, it changes. Observation changes when it's being observed. So like they've proven that when you look at an atom only exists when you look at it. So that's kind of like the evidence that kind of proves that there's a lot of experiments that I've seen that show that it's being decoded, that the mind, and not only is the universe being decoded by the mind, it's also being created by the mind. Reality is being created as we experience it, is the idea. Yeah, this is another thing that's been shown to us, I think, in movies and stuff for quite a while, that we're living in this holographic universe, and they don't want us to really know it, but it's being revealed in movies like The Matrix, like when Morpheus is explaining to Neo what the Matrix is. He's basically doing is he's explaining the holographic universe to us. So I guess the question we have to ask is, what's the purpose of it, right? Matrix, right? It was a negative aspect of it, where there was evil entities, which were machines, which were using humans for power from their thermal energy to run the machine, as they were kept in a little pod. Yeah, like, you know, Star Wars is a good example. It pretty much tells you the story of the Force, and well, the Force is basically the consciousness, right? And consciousness can go either way. It can go into a negative field or a positive field. You know? It's all a vibration, really. Consciousness exists, and consciousness is what's creating reality. It's not the other way around. Like, we're taught to believe that, you know, we only exist, our brain only exists because we have a body, right? Well, the reality is that the mind, the consciousness, created the body in the first place, and the whole world that it lives in, and it's just a fractal of it, is what I think is going on. It really is mind over matter, literally. Without mind, there is no matter, is what the idea shows, that consciousness is what creates reality, matter itself. The earth is a consciousness, just like the universe. And each person's consciousness is a fractal of the whole universe. That's the big, you know, revelation, I think, that I've come to. And it's, I think when I finally got it, you know, like I did quite a bit of research, and finally it just all kind of came to me that it is like the Matrix in a lot of ways, but it's what you want to choose to make it to be with your own vibrational field. Yeah, like in the movie They Live. That kind of shows the holographic universe. They had these, you know, like the evil ones were like these skeleton people, but they look like humans unless you put the glasses on. Well, they had these like radar, these like satellite dishes all over the place that would send out a signal that would like block out people's minds from so they couldn't see. You know, that's kind of like what the world is. You know, it's like they try to use all their tricks to hide the truth from us, like in the movie They Live. And then the main character found the sunglasses, and he put them on, and he could see. You know, that's kind of like waking up, you know, to what's really going on. And seeing that we're living in a holographic universe. We're living in which reality is being altered to us by these things, and in a way that's really going on with the TV and stuff. It's just so much fear mongering. And you know, like today there was those bombings in Russia, and they just showed them right on the TV. Kaboom! Just showing bomb blasts right in front of people standing there, and they're showing it on the TV. And I'm like, you know, this is what I'm talking about. This is the negative, low vibration field being put out, just like in that movie. And the people that were on the news they looked like skeletons. And the president comes on and he's talking, things are looking good, but he looks at him and And the thing's looks like a skeleton talking, you know, like a skeleton zombie creature, and he's like, things are great, the economy's looking good, Americans should be happy. And then he's like, he looks up at the TV and he's like, I knew it'd be something like this. Man, that's exactly what I'm talking about. So yeah, that's the battle, man. It's these negative things are using everything in their power to keep everything in chaos. And that's what we're up against.